G'day everyone, I'm Mario Kart Blaze, and welcome back to episode number 59 of the Tri-Point podcast with Kinunners and myself, and that's going to echo really bad.
Is 60 going to be special?
No. Anyway.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
This is going to echo really bad, because we're once again in people.
We're in the same room.
We're in people. Well, I mean, that technically is correct saying that.
Yeah.
In person, in people. They are two same things.
People person.
People persons. And we don't have much to talk about today. We got Mario Kart.
We've got one little thing. They randomly dropped Sacred Stones.
Like half an hour ago.
For some reason. They just kind of did. They're like, oh, here you go. Here's another Fire Emblem.
Yeah, here it is on Game Boy Advance Online. Have fun, guys. You're never getting genealogy. Bye.
No, never. We'll never get Sacred. It's forever lost.
Getting Leaf next.
Yeah, it'll be Leaf first. Then see it.
No, I messed up.
What did you
I lost the video.
How did you even do that?
I don't know.
Oh goodness. Well, at least I got it now.
We'd have to load it again.
Oh boy.
This is very confusing. Anyway, we have videos up for the Mario Karts.
The Direct.
I hope the Mario mic isn't too bad. Oh, fingers crossed.
Yeah, it could be horrible for me.
Could be absolutely dreadful.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna hold it in one hand. Yeah, we're in person again. We have yet to figure out a correct way to do this. We thought we had figured it out, and then it turns out those mics didn't work. Therefore,
yep.
We had
mics
fun.
hate you.
They do. They really do. Therefore, my mic quality is probably not the best. However, it'll do, and it means it'll probably be echoes.
Yep.
Zelda. Anyway, yeah, little sacred zones. Sacred zones.
Sacred zones.
Sacred
We
zones.
have little areas of the map where it's just like nothing can happen inside this tiny bubble.
Sacred. Not allowed. What do you reckon will be the next one?
What do they have left? They have Ike's other one.
Ike's other one? I mean, Path of Radiance hasn't come out yet.
I know, but still, they have Radiant Dawn to come.
The Radiant Dawn.
They have Leaf's one.
They have the majority of the original ones.
Yes. And then Awakening and Fates and the newest thing.
Well, which one's which? Which one's Burning Blade and which one's Blazing Blade?
I think Blazing is Lynn and Ellie, Roy's
Which is the
dad's
one that's on there.
I think. Let me find out. I'm glad to find out.
At least you're into
Yes, it is with Roy's dad's one.
Okay, but that means Blazing Blade's the one that's on there, which means they
they
need
need
to
Roy's one.
localize Burning Blade.
Yeah.
Why do they call them that? It's awful.
Binding Blade.
Binding Blade.
That's the one.
Close
It's like
enough.
Burning Blade. I don't think I've heard of that.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I know it started with B.
They all do.
The bees.
At least those ones do.
Wait. Is there any others?
I don't think so. Genealogy is not.
What is Leaf's game called?
I don't know how to say it properly, but it's. I think it's Thracia, is how it's said.
Oh, it's Thracia. Thracia.
It's Thracia.
Thracia.
776 specifically. I don't know what the number's for, but
700. Well, Leaf's meant to be able to do everything, isn't he?
Yeah,
Maybe he can do
he's supposed to
776 things.
maybe he's that guy.
Once he's done it, that's it.
It is the children of the genealogy.
Correct. Which means, out of the original Fire Emblem games, the only one that didn't get a direct sequel was Valencia.
Yeah. Yep. And that got a remake.
yeah.
So.
I mean, as did Mask Game.
True.
And
Kind of half.
the third game, which is technically the second game.
Yeah.
Mario Kart. Anyway.
We're on the Mario Kart.
There was a Mario Kart Direct. I didn't cover it in a video because
this Direct is here. You can see Toads in the buses.
Go back to the start.
Sorry.
No, I didn't cover it in.
Basically at the start, 40 seconds in.
I didn't cover it in the video because I saw the Direct and was like, "There's no point covering this in the video."
Yep.
There's not that much.
Yep.
I mean, there's a lot. We're going to get a lot to talk about. However, there's not much there. Anyway, back at the start, there is
Starts
some...
with Mario.
Well, it is good that Mario is playable in this game, after all.
I know, could you imagine?
They're like, you can play as familiar faces, like Mario
Thank goodness.
in Mario Kart.
I was so scared he wasn't going to be playable.
Did they say Luigi, though, is the question?
Yeah, I think they did.
Hopefully.
I think they
Fingers
might
crossed.
have.
Oh gosh, you can play as a Koopa Trooper.
Yep.
There's a
That penguin is
Koopa
far
Troopa
more
beach.
interesting to me.
Koopa Troopa Troopa beach.
You can play as one of the bats too.
You can play as one of the bats. I noticed that as well. You can play as a Cheep Cheep.
Yeah,
Because why not?
and Spike.
Oh, yeah, Spike though. Spike's becoming like a main character.
I'm not sure why. I much prefer the cactus things. The sand cactus.
Like my friend and I were playing the last level in Wonder the other day, my Rose Wonder, and then all of a sudden like one
Spike
Spike shows up, like
Yeah.
one Spike, and I'm like, oh hi Spike. I feel like I haven't
Spike's
seen you here.
I met this guy before.
Oh gosh. Woo. Is it me or do the tracks look a lot wider?
They do.
I'm assuming it's to accommodate the extra player amount. However, like,
Yeah.
feels like it make it a bit easier. Shy guy. Shy guy's a shy guy.
Indeed he is.
It shows the whole world. I think DLC will be islands.
It probably will be.
I personally feel it will be.
You'll use a boat to get to them.
I like the flying thing is literally a glider. Why couldn't they keep the glider?
Good question. No one knows.
Fun fact. And then there's like a lavary place. Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes over the courses. The courses.
does.
There's the salty beach place. Which I think is funny.
There is a
There's like a
spot there
cherry
where
blossom
Hammer
place.
Bros are throwing their
Yeah.
enemies at you.
There is. Which is interesting, yeah. Mario Bros. Circuit, the one we've seen from the very
The
beginning.
one that's been there the entire time.
It looks basic.
It looks like a desert.
Well, I never realized the like the pictures for them literally show the whole.
They do, yeah. That's the track in the picture.
Yeah, it's like a nice little neat version of it.
Yeah.
Crown City. I'm surprised it wasn't New Donk City.
Yeah.
Although Pauline was there. There was a Pauline blimp. I saw a Pauline blimp. A Pauline
Maybe
blimp.
they just changed the name.
That's a Pauline. Anyway, Salty Speedway, Venice.
Yep.
Starview Peak, which when I saw the Comet Observatory there, I thought it was Rosalina's Ice World.
Rosalina's place, yeah.
It's not. It's apparently it's a new place. I like Boo Cinema.
That is a cool one.
I like Boo
that.
Cinema. Cinema? Cinema.
Cinema.
It's cinema. I like that you go inside the film. I hope there's different films.
Yeah. There might not be though.
Yeah, probably won't be. Toad's Factory's back.
Finally.
Yay! I like Toad's Factory. This does not look like Peach Beach.
No, I saw that myself.
Now, which version are you watching?
The American.
Okay, so therefore it says Warrior Shipyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the European one it
Is it a
says
dockyard?
This is Galleon.
Oh.
Warrior's Galleon.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Fun fact. And then we see like a normal Mario circuit before it shows the map.
The map? What is the thing on the top left?
The snail?
Why? Yeah. What is happening there?
I think that's
Why is there a
Bowser's.
snake?
I think it's Bowser's castle.
Okay. But why is there a snail?
I think it simply looks like a snail. I don't know if it was intended to be a snail.
They have a star in the middle.
There's a star in the middle. I think that's shown later.
Yeah.
Possibly, maybe.
Do you reckon some of the water maps will have... Oh, I can't remember the name of it right now. Thing that looks like Nessie.
Oh, Plessy?
Yeah. Yep. Blessy.
And then you got Dory in that as well.
Yeah.
Which are like... Anyway, characters. Oh, I have a lot of issues with characters. Oh yeah, look, Mario! Luigi!
We found it is Mario!
You can play as Peach. Not Daisy though, they haven't said anything about Daisy.
Yeah, not
Haven't
Daisy.
confirmed Daisy
No one
yet.
cares about Daisy.
Bowser and Yoshi.
Amazing.
And Goomba.
Goomba.
Spike. On a big tree. And...
Cow.
Why is it called cow?
Why is it called cow?
Its name's
Who
Moo.
called it a cow?
It has a name. The Mario cows do have a name, and it's not the name of the place. It's the name of the actual cows.
It's called Moo.
They're called Moo Moos. They go Moo Moo. Moo Moo.
Exactly. Like, you can have a Cheep Cheep and not call it a fish.
Exactly.
And then you can have a cow that's called a Moo Moo.
I want them to call Cheep Cheeps fish now.
Fish.
And crab. Fish and crab.
Penguin.
Penguin. Oh gosh.
That's when they start calling the Koopas turtles.
Yeah.
We just got plant for piranhas.
It's a Venus flytrap.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Then it shows the character select screen, and I do not like this character select screen.
No, neither do I. Like it too.
Like it too? He was in Mario Kart 8, wasn't he? Was a playable character?
I don't know.
I think he was.
Why? Okay. It looks like for the select screen that they're having multiple pages for the character skins. Why?
I don't
Who made that?
know. And it is frustrating.
They literally had it perfectly fine in 8.
Why can you not simply choose a character and then it pops up with the skins?
Exactly.
Why is there only 12 characters per page?
That is very strange.
Considering, how many do we have in 8? Like 50
A lot.
per page?
There's a lot there.
At least do another line. Like, there's way... It takes up way too much space. There's a lot of moving you have to do here.
Exactly.
That sort
I don't
button
want-
better do a lot.
Look, I hope so.
Better not be simply alphabetically
It
or
better
order
sort by
obtained.
character at least.
Oh gosh, yeah, no, I do not like the character select screen.
I
in the
don't either.
Slightest. It's very unintuitive. Oh gosh. Now we do get to see some of the enemies. We've got Nabbit, Piranha Plant, Hammer Bro, Monty Mole, Goomba,
Yeah, there's a lot
Spike,
there.
a random crab that I don't know the name of, Cheep Cheep, Dry Bones, Wiggler.
The dude that comes from
I
the,
can't remember what he's now
the
called.
place.
No, both of
Mario
these are
Sunshine
both of these are
people.
Sunshine. There's
Yeah.
the Pinatas?
Yeah, I think
The
that's what it
Piantas?
was.
The
Yeah,
Piantas?
those, yeah.
And the bird thing that I cannot remember the name of that flip you up into the air.
Yep.
And you can play as one.
Yep.
And then you can play as Mario and Luigi and Peach and Daisy and...
Daisy will confirm later.
Yeah. And Monty Mole has a grate on his head. Which I think is
He's
funny.
got a manhole.
There's the bird! The
There is
long
the
neck
bird, yeah.
from 3D World.
It's the birds.
They're funny.
Oh gosh. No, I hope that's what their tricks are. They just
They peck the ground.
just peck the ground as they do tricks.
Oh gosh. Same with the cars and stuff, I don't like the select screen. I don't think it's
Useless.
that good.
It's useless to me.
I think it's kind of frustrating.
Kind of frustrating.
Interesting thing, what is the plus 1-up fuel? You reckon it's like you can start with like a boost or something?
Maybe. Did they just take away the automatic boost you can give yourself?
no,
start.
no, it's definitely there, it's shown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, very strange.
No, I couldn't tell you.
And then you can check all the card stats again. This is essentially Wii's way of doing things.
Yeah, it is.
Which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the customization parts. And I
Kind of
feel it's
annoying though
strange that
sometimes.
they had the movie with all the Mario Kart 8 stuff in it and then got rid of all of Mario Kart 8's like things.
Yeah.
And 7's things.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's really odd. Then they show off you have Grand Prix and Knockout Tour, which we already knew about.
Yeah.
They showed that off in the Switch 2 Direct. I was expecting at least another mode or something. No.
No, that they're in the
Is-
battle modes later.
Yeah. Is that Rome? Rome
don't
Avanti
know.
from Tour?
I don't.
I don't think it is.
No, I think it's different.
I
think
like
it's-
Venice.
Venice is back again.
Oh gosh, yeah, some of these roads are really wide. And
They are.
my next question as well: do you lose speed for going off road?
I don't know.
Because in being open world, you would think that would be a little bit frustrating if you lost speed every time you went off
Unless
road.
they specifically change it
For when you're
for the
racing?
open world. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was a strange thing. I was like, oh, interesting. The Grand Prix, you can drive between.
Drive between the
Courses
courses.
I wonder if there is a way to turn that off on it. There is a
No
way
idea.
to do it in versus mode, I believe, like with normal races. However, I don't think you can. They haven't said anything about Grand Prix.
Yeah. You might have to in Grand Prix.
Maybe.
Simply just because of how it's
Yeah.
design. Although it didn't look like there was a part where Luigi went off road and it didn't look like he was speed.
Oh yeah.
He used the
Interesting.
mushroom after.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. Oh, but then yeah, you go to the next courses.
Yeah.
There's a train.
There is a train.
There's a train. There's Pauline, the new main Mario character.
Yep.
And if you win all the Grand Prix, you get a special level.
Wow. Wow.
It's Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
It's gotta be Rainbow Road.
Spoilers, it's Rainbow Road. Anyway, Knockout Tour, which
Turns
is...
out it's not. It's just like completely monochrome.
Yeah.
It's a black and white level.
Oh gosh. Knockout Tour is it interesting?
Yep.
I mean, that was shown off in the Direct as well. This was 2 Direct.
It's a knockout.
Yeah, it's essentially F-Zero 99.
Yep.
No one's made that comparison yet. This is the one that I
Really?
would understand where you have to drive between them because there's different checkpoints and stuff.
Yeah.
Therefore, I can understand not having, like, removing it on this. Have you? Interesting, in fact. And then, after Knockout Tour, what do they show next? No, I don't want to get back to Grand Prix.
They show the items now.
Oh, yes, the items. Something that really frustrates me with the items.
Yeah.
We'll go through them one by one when I get there.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for mine to bob up too.
Okay, items, here we go.
Yep.
They're going through the item box. I'm not sure how I feel about the new item boxes.
They're kind of weird. They kind of look like the mushrooms from Mushroom Gorge.
Yeah. Coin shell.
I get it.
This game really likes coins.
Yeah.
Coins have never bothered me that much in Mario Kart.
No.
The ice flower is kind of strange. It's basically the fire flower again.
Yeah.
I wonder if it does slow the card down after they get frozen. Maybe.
I think it does.
Possibly. I like the hammer. I like that like some of them stay there for like half a moment.
I do too, but the only problem I have with this is can you run into your own hammers?
I think they disappear before you get there.
Okay.
This frustrates me. They said
The
the Mega Mushroom was a new item.
It's not.
It's from Wii. It was in Wii.
It was in Wii. I was like, new item, that's not new.
It's not.
I was like, did they make it slightly
The
bigger?
feather's not new either. The feather was in Mario Kart 8's battle mode, and it was in Super Mario Kart on the SNES for jumping, which seems redundant, as we'll get to.
Yeah.
And then Kamek, not
Kamek.
Karmic.
Yeah.
Why'd they say Karmic?
I'm not sure.
I don't.
Kamek is kind of weird.
Kamek is extraordinarily random.
Yes.
Yeah, and that can be bad or good depending on your views of randomness in a Mario Kart game.
Yeah.
I like the new lightning effects.
That is
I do like the
They are
best.
very nice.
And then
I'm
it shows
glad they
Mario
changed
dancing
that actually.
again.
They have to.
And then Luigi dancing and Toad bobbing.
Toad being Toad.
Toad bobbing. They've got all the normal things. What the idea of auto using an item?
I don't know about that one, Chief. You're just in first place and you get a red shell.
Yeah, I like how at that point you can literally let the game play itself
You might as well.
because auto steering's on, the auto acceleration's on,
Oh yeah.
and then auto items. The game
It's for
plays out.
people who want to unlock stages, you know? They're just...
Yeah, these tilt controls that they show off. It's
What is
literally
happening
a
with
picture of someone's hands, and then they move the
they
picture.
move the picture. And it's just like...
It looks awkward.
It does.
Oh, I can imagine the Joy-Con 2 wheels are going to be a lot bigger than the Joy-Con 1 wheels, considering the Joy-Con 2s are bigger.
Yeah.
I think that's Moo Moo Farms that they're in, not Moo Moo Meadows,
Yeah.
which is the N64 one. So,
Yeah. It does look different.
yeah, it is a bit different. And then Mario goes and gets a snack.
He does that. Right next to...
Those magpies
Summon
were
the
really
birds.
loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. he gets to... yeah, what were you
Right
saying?
next to Rosalina's bus tours.
Oh, yeah.
Buses. Rosalina has a bus company
He
now.
eats a burger and becomes...
I'm sorry, did they have a billboard next to that for air freshener orange flavored? Or orange flavored, orange scented? Daisy has an air freshener company.
Oh. Why?
Everyone has a company in this game.
Same. Anyway, yeah, he eats a burger and becomes a ruffian.
Morton had something as well.
What
But
is
yeah,
it?
it does.
Actually, have
Why
the
is-
Koopalings been shown?
I think it's only been Bowser Jr. at the moment.
Interesting. I know Diddy Kong's missing. Again.
He does that.
Peaches. There's where Peach gets the sushi. How about there's 3 of them orbiting her?
Yeah,
What does that mean? Does that mean if you use them you get
You
3
walked-
different costumes? Like,
You walked into 3 diners.
does it mean you get 3 different costumes? Or do you only get the one?
I don't know.
It's exactly what I said though during the Switch 2 Direct, where I said you unlock them using the foods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was correct. And they're all food, like the food
Yeah.
are based around what the costumes are? / vice versa?
Yeah.
It's the part where Wario eats kebabs, Mario eats chips, and becomes a cowboy because chips and cowboys.
I think it's supposed to be a... Actually, yeah, why is it... What? You're right. The Toadette becomes a full-on ice cream cone. Really.
Yes, that is great.
I like that
Luigi
one, that's
has
fun.
a pizza, he becomes Italian. Oh wait,
It doesn't even work.
he's already
He just-
Italian.
He just eats it and just stays normal.
Well, funny you say that, because Moo, I'm not saying cow, Moo, at some point, someone in, I think in the treehouse, went for a food with Moo and they didn't change at all. Which means that maybe not all characters have skins?
Maybe not. Maybe they just don't change depending on some of them.
Maybe, like if Moo ate a burger, which is really strange.
Yeah. It's a little bit weird.
Anyway, new tricks, techniques.
New trick.
Or techniques. They call
Whatever
it
you
want
wanna
to Oh gosh, first off
The
they show off the charge jump, which I'm not sure how to feel about.
Honestly, why not just use the feather? Like,
I don't know how to feel about a charge jump. I think it might be a little bit too broken when it actually gets into the hands of
you
people
can
who will
get-
play it.
Yeah.
Like,
You can get so far with that.
yeah, exactly. The fact that you can literally jump wherever you want and boost essentially wherever you want.
Yeah.
Imagine it's not going to be called. They're not going to do snaking anymore like they do in previous games. They can do boost hopping
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that you can jump off other things though. Like if you hit a car or another player, you bounce up further.
Yeah.
That is funny. I like that. That's how you have to get onto the walls.
You use it to, yeah.
Which
go
I kind of
on
miss
the
anti-grav.
walls.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And then it even shows Rosalina going on the inside of the track.
Yeah. That is something.
It's like, okay, this is gonna be interesting to see what people do with this then, I guess.
I think the next one bothers me the most, honestly.
On the wall or rewind.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's fine.
it can
because
only be
it's
done in
only-
single player.
Yeah.
It says up on the top of the screen
Yeah.
in very small text.
But I just don't. If you missed it, you missed it.
I mean, I've seen a lot of people see the rewind function and go, this is such a new strange thing that no one's ever done before. And I'm like,
What? No, it isn't.
every rally game I've ever played has a rewind function in it.
So much stuff has a rewind function.
It's like,
I just don't see much of a use of it in Mario Kart.
I guess for practicing, that's the only thing I can think of.
That is true.
that's literally all I would think of, because like,
You're not using that in a regular single player
yeah,
way.
especially because the
Like,
players don't rewind with you. Like,
Exactly, yeah.
Like, gosh, this is such a Sonic game. Simply jumping from walls to walls and grinding
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Such a Sonic game.
Oh, it is. It really is.
Yeah, and then you rewind super far. I wonder how far you can.
Just rewind to the start of the entire
Yeah,
race.
exactly. Now, loads of modes. Modes of loads. Time
A
trial?
lot of load. Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of worried if time trial wasn't there.
Yeah, time trial has to be there. Basically.
I like how they talk about, like, oh, you can battle ghosts. You've always been able to battle ghosts, what?
Yeah, that's normal. Also, which kind of ghosts? Because both ghosts are normal.
Yeah.
You can battle Boos normally. You
There's
can
other,
battle
there's
other
other
people
types of
normally.
ghosts as well now.
Yeah, true.
Like peepers or something, I can't remember what they're called. And then there's versus race, and this one seems to be the most customizable of them all,
As far as I can tell.
which is nice. Oh gosh. It seems that yeah, and then you can like choose your
You
rally
can-
almost, like customize where you want to go to from specific stages.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Which is neat. That seems that there's
That
like
is
a lot of
pretty cool.
options there. And then teams. Another new thing where people have been like, that's brand new. They're
It
like,
is not.
at the very least 2 teams was always a thing.
2 teams always existed.
4 teams is neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2 teams has always been a thing.
Yeah, 2 teams have existed forever.
As far as I'm aware, unless it wasn't an 8. I don't know. It was definitely in Wii.
Most of this stuff seems to have come from Wii.
Now the battle mode worries me on a few different reasons. One, some of these battles look like they take place on regular courses again,
Yep.
like base 8.
Yep.
Have you guys not learned your lesson? And then
No.
the other thing is it only Bloom Battle and Coin Runners?
Yep. I think
After
so.
Mario Kart 8 had like 5 or 6 different ones. I want Renegade Roundup.
That was so good.
I like Renegade Roundup a lot. And Shine Thief. They're probably my favourite too.
They're
And the
probably-
Bob-omb
they-
one.
Yeah.
You throw the Bob-ombs.
They
Everywhere.
got rid of so many good ones.
Yeah, I don't know. Because they do show like some of the maps are definitely like battle maps.
Yeah.
Over there is all huge.
They're
It kind of worries me because I have a feeling they're going to do it like they've done previously, where if the balloon person loses, they can simply come back in and battle again. Because otherwise, once everyone loses all their balloons, if they were to do it the other way, you'd have like 2 people on the map, and they'd have to like try and get to
and
each
they'd
other.
have to find each other.
Yeah. It's
The
like,
time would run out first. Like,
it's like that's. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. Yeah, these
Coin
maps are
Runners
huge.
should be fine.
I get it because they're like, oh, you need 24 players. However, like, I think they're too big,
Yeah, they are very big.
especially a big donut. My gosh, that's massive.
Yeah.
You can literally do like what we do in Halo, where we run around the course, or
Yeah.
the enemies run around the course, and you never meet up
and
with each
don't
other.
ever find
Yeah,
someone until
exactly.
someone turns around.
Exactly. And that can happen with this big donut stage. Because
Yeah, you're all just in a circle.
it's massive. Oh gosh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm hoping there's more to battle mode.
I
Again,
hope so.
I like how they're like, oh, we'll bring out this direct that'll show you all you need to know about Mario Kart World, and then all the things we need to know more about, they don't show anything
There's
else
just
about.
nothing in here about them.
Okay, what else with the battle mode? Is everything else back? Like,
Yeah.
come on, guys.
What else is in here? Like,
Anyway, free roam, otherwise known as Forza Horizon.
yep. Exactly what I was thinking.
or Sonic Frontiers, really.
Yeah, either or.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you lose speed. I saw Rosalina went into the snow then.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you do.
I don't think you lose speed, and you can bounce on the waves in the water as well, which is neat. I like
Yeah,
that.
that's cool.
I find it interesting that you can do multiple tricks per thing now in Mario Kart. That was never a Mario Kart thing.
No.
Oh
They
gosh.
threw Mr. Penguin off the cliff again.
Little baby penguin. No, it's not even the baby penguin. It's the adult.
No, it's the adult
It's the adult penguin. Anyway, the missions.
people.
The missions.
They had to find a way to bring people.
This is very similar to DS's mission mode, which you probably didn't know about.
I did not know about this, yeah. Like, this DS had a mission mode?
Yeah, it did. And everyone's been clamoring for one ever since, what I understand, which is
The
fine.
more you know.
And it makes sense to have it in the open world.
Yeah.
This feels
definitely.
very Frontiers, though.
Yeah.
All these little random challenges. Like, I know there's challenges and stuff in Breath of the Wild and stuff, however, they're always more slow paced.
Yeah.
This is more like, Speedy, go do this. Jump from rail to rail.
Yeah.
That's literally Sonic.
Yep.
Oh gosh, and then there's like, get through the rings.
I'm confused about what the medallions are.
I don't know, because we know that's not how you unlock
No.
costumes. Or
But
anything.
that one that they got in the direct was a Peach medallion specifically.
I think there is only Peach medallions.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would make a lot more sense.
Yeah, I believe there is only Peach ones. And then there's the question mark blocks.
Do they just spawn coins?
I don't know.
Why would you need coins in free roam?
Again, the direct where they're meant to tell us everything.
Yeah, they didn't tell us
The
very
things
much.
that we want questions about, they're like, no, you can leave them. It's like, thanks. Sure,
Great.
I guess. Oh,
Useful.
gosh. Anyway, the camera's got a lot more functionality than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, it does.
There's a lot of functionality. I'm assuming it's going to work very differently if you have friends online, because I don't think you'll be able to get mid-air photos
No,
like that.
no.
Unless everyone pauses.
Definitely
at
not.
the
That
same
has got to be
time. That,
some...
or if someone brings up the camera, it pauses everyone.
Yeah,
However,
but it doesn't.
imagine a troll. I got the camera up. I close it. I
They
got the
show
camera
it
up.
later,
Close
don't
it.
they?
Yeah.
The camera with people.
You can change the expression as well, which is a fun thing that a lot of camera modes have been doing recently.
Yeah.
The frames. I don't know.
And
Cameras are
some
fun.
background stuff.
Hopefully you can put sunnies on them,
I hope so.
because that's how we use every camera mode ever.
Yep.
You have to find a skin
That's how
with
we
sunnies
play
on
every
them.
game.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that's funny. And then yeah, I hope the there's a little bit more than simply like the Mario Kart World, the logo and all that sort of thing. If there's more
Yeah.
things. There's just like this picture one where you're like Mario Kart World, here we go, and that's a funny picture. I like that. Roy Smooth Sounds.
Yeah. Everyone has a company.
Oh gosh. And then there's Toad.
That's where they got the money to create all of these places.
Yeah.
All of these roads. It's just everyone has a company.
Oh gosh. Now fun with everyone. Multiplayer. I'm a bit confused.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's talk about this first anyway. Up to 4 players in one system. Goodie. That's fine.
Yep.
It looks like it cuts the frame rate in half. Like it does in Mario Kart 8. I mean, that makes sense.
Yep.
Because you have 4 lots of things going at the same time. Hopefully it doesn't cut the frame rate in half for 2 people.
Exactly.
That's okay. I'm not too worried about it. The menu being while you're playing?
Yeah, I don't know how that.
Wait, is your car steer itself while you're in the menu? Like,
Yeah.
because they do show the proper full menu at one point from
They
outside.
do.
Up to 8 players in wireless play. And a lot of people have been saying this is 16 players because it means you can have 2 per system. No, it says up to 8
No,
players.
It's just one person per system.
Yeah, exactly, in wireless play like this. In like wireless LAN.
Where did they get?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Sure.
I don't know if you're gonna have 8 people around each other with lots of Switch 2s. Like,
You just have an entire group of people with Switch 2s around.
yeah, exactly. And then yeah, they show like you have race knockout tour like in the.
Yeah. You have all
Go
your
back.
your missions, your
back.
modes.
Go back. Okay, the modes. Yeah, race knockout tour battle and friends.
Friends.
It's basically Mario Kart 8's menu again.
Pretty much. It's very similar.
Yeah. What I don't get is the while you're waiting for people thing.
I don't know.
They said it looks like free roam, however it's not free roam.
I'm assuming it's just like a little area that you go into for loading, where you can just go
That's really strange.
run around.
I don't understand why you can't
very
simply...
weird. Yeah.
Like, why? And then you have to go find them on free roam or not free roam?
I don't know.
That's a bit I feel like that needed to be explained a bit better because that was simply confusing.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh,
I
because
don't-
you select the player, then it says begin free roam. Why?
No questions.
Why can't you simply be in the open world? Like
You just
Pokemon
go
Scarlet and
find
Violet,
them,
they actually
yeah.
did something right for once. You be in the open world, and then they simply join.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't.
Oh gosh. Anyway, something I
I
forgot
do
to
not
mention.
know.
Going back to the mission mode, in DS's mission mode there was boss battles, I believe. Do you reckon there'll be boss battles?
Oh. I don't think so.
Well, I did see a giant charging chuck before,
That's true.
and a giant spike throwing things at people. I don't know whether
Yeah.
it was Kamek doing that,
I thought it may have been Kamek, but it might not have been.
because there is a giant wiggler here too.
Yeah.
Although I think there might be more of an obstacle, the wiggler.
Yeah. Wiggle is always.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, I like the photo mode of the people, all the Super Mario
That
Kart
is
characters
fun.
in front of the...
I like that. That's good.
It is incorrect though, considering Donkey Kong is not Donkey Kong Jr.
No.
I mean, that is great. I like that. It's such a funny thing.
But it looks like it pauses everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, look at the grass though.
Yeah, the grass is like that, but
Therefore, maybe
I
it
don't know.
doesn't pause it when friends are online.
maybe it just pauses the characters.
Maybe,
Which
yeah.
is kind of odd anyway, but
Yeah. Now, the game chat stuff. There's another thing that confuses me here.
the
In
game
a bit.
chat stuff. Oh,
Like, this is all fine and dandy. I like that you can, like, do things in game that correlate
Yeah.
with talking to people. They yet to explain this truck. Are there any other vehicles you can go into in the game?
Yeah, this truck is. This truck has been in the first trailer too.
Yeah. And then the camera stuff. Now, I get it. Like, it's a fun idea of having their pictures above the cars. Stuff like that. Why do you need that when you're in the same room?
I
What's the point?
do not.
They're already there
know.
with you. I guess it shows you who is who easier. However, you would have already known.
You would have figured that out already. Yeah.
Like you watch them, it's like their characters. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I
something
don't
I do
know.
not get.
This is weird to me.
I don't get it. It looks like you manually move like the face thing
Yeah.
to set it up, which is
I think
interesting.
that's fine.
That's
honestly.
fine. Yeah, I think it's simply interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure you need that when you're in the same room.
This game is a confusing of me. Mario. Me and Mario.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh gosh. Otherwise, that game looks good. I feel like I've been complaining about it a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's a Mario Kart game.
It doesn't. This direct does not just justify the price at all. Not even in the slightest. Like,
Not at all.
why is this worth $20 more Australian than Tears of the Kingdom?
Right.
Like,
This is Mario Kart.
I feel like Tears of the Kingdom has more content.
It does. Definitely.
I don't get it.
Nope.
Oh gosh.
Neither do I.
And then they show off the bundle at the end, which is
It is the
the bundle. I feel like they really want everyone to buy the bundle.
no one is buying.
Well, at least in Australia, no one's buying the
Yeah.
bundle.
Not real. Yeah. Elsewhere, but not here.
Yeah, no, nothing else has happened. However, that is, yeah, that's the end of that. There is, I don't know, that was a,
It's Mario Kart. I mean, there's only so much you can say about it.
I'm yet to figure out why it costs as much as it does.
I don't think anybody knows. I think that one is just forever unknown,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, it is strange.
It looks okay otherwise. No, it's basically just Sonic.
It is. It's essentially a
Sonic
Sonic
the
game.
Mario Kart game.
It's a Sonic racing game. Yeah. Oh, notice with the Mario Kart World Switch bundle as well, it's only very limited time.
Yes,
I
I
didn't see it.
did notice that.
I say very. It's limited time.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's still limited.
Which is interesting, which tells me they're simply trying to use it for money leverage.
Yep,
Possibly.
probably.
I don't know. I don't know whether they'd be losing out or not. It's just a ton.
Really good. No idea.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I guess, yeah, that's about
That's
it for
it.
that. Zelda games I really want to quickly talk about.
Okay.
There's things about maybe they won't support cloud saves,
Oh,
Switch 2
yeah,
edition?
I heard about that.
which
It's extremely odd. I'm
What?
not sure why they would do that.
I don't get it. I don't know. I'm hoping it's simply a mistake or something.
Where
that
did
they
the
put in.
concern spawn?
Some of Nintendo's websites
Oh,
have that
okay.
information, and depending on the version of Nintendo's sites, the fine print for both the
So-
Zelda titles say that the save data, cloud feature won't be available.
That's interesting. It could have been a mistranslation error.
Yeah,
Some-
well, some of the websites don't say it,
Oh, they don't say it at all?
but I understand.
What? Why did they put it up for some and not the others?
That's why I think people are very confused. It's like, is it?
It's probably just... They probably use the same formatting for the websites for those that they've used for something else.
Yeah,
Where that's happened and they've just, like, not fixed it or something.
yeah.
I can see that being the problem.
I think there's another thing that was taken off as well. The variable refresh rate was removed from the docs specs on some websites.
From the docs, man?
Because, well, my best guess was variable refresh rate is dependent on the TV or the screen.
Yeah.
The Switch
that makes sense.
itself supports variable refresh rate, therefore they can definitely say that. However, they can't say that for the dock because not everybody's screen
Yeah.
supports
Yeah, okay.
variable refresh
That
rate.
makes sense.
I'm
I
guessing
can
that's
see
what
that
it's about.
being why.
I think Nintendo is simply being overly cautious because Xbox and PlayStation haven't removed it from anything,
Oh,
saying that their
okay.
consoles do it. However,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, that one can make a bit more sense. The cloud save one to me just seems like an error.
Yeah, I say something's a bit iffy there.
Yeah.
Or like the cloud save system is going to be separate on Switch 2 compared to other stuff.
It might be too.
You don't know. If you
No one
read it-
knows. No one knows until it comes out, really.
Exactly,
Like-
because they won't tell us.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they haven't told us how it's going to record yet.
Yep. We'll never know.
Oh my
We'll
gosh.
never know.
There is an Xbox sale on currently.
There is a what?
An Xbox sale. Like, spend
Oh.
some games on Xbox's store.
Oh, that's
Especially older games. Like Xbox 360 and base Xbox games.
nice. Well, you know.
Interesting.
Thanks, Xbox.
Fun things. Fun things of the day.
We've always got to have our daily dose of thanks,
Yeah.
Xbox.
Thanks, Xbox. Oh, gosh. That is something funny with Xbox, though. They can now stream. Like, the Xbox
Stream?
consoles can now stream. Yeah.
What? Why? Okay.
Which, why would you ever need to do that with the Series consoles at all?
I don't know.
With the ones I can kind of get it if it's a Series game, you
Yeah.
can stream it onto the Xbox One. Like, that's a neat
that
idea.
makes sense.
How, like, why would
Anything
you-
else, though? What?
why would you ever need that?
They had like 3 people complain about it once, and they just put it in there.
I don't know. I don't get that. Something you'll be excited about. See, I'm finding all this news right after we talked about it.
Yeah, it's always after.
There's something you'll be excited for. I believe there is a Fallout 3 remaster planned.
That is interesting. I never finished my Fallout 3 play. I'll finish it one day.
Which is, yeah, that's definitely interesting.
Good.
Yeah, then there's the backwards compatible list, which we talked about last
Yeah.
week, I believe. And Mr. Phil Spencer, what does he double down? Oh, yeah, he doubles down on supporting the Switch 2.
Oh, okay.
Xbox Phil Spencer.
Alright. Thanks, Xbox.
Thanks, Xbox.
Xbox is so random.
Yeah. I feel like, to me, it feels like there's like multiple managers.
There has to be.
And they're
like,
all
what is
thinking
happening
a
here?
different thing. And then
They're all doing something completely different.
it's like, guys,
Are
Too
you
many
guys
cooks
okay?
in the kitchen here.
Like, yeah. Yeah, get some people out, please.
oh gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Apparently Sony's placed a new portable console that they're making is going to be able to run PS5 games.
I mean, why wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Thank you.
Switch 2 has its pre-orders now in America, coming
Yeah.
out later this week or something like that. Well, probably out by the time this video goes out.
Probably.
Which is nice to see. Finally.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
And they didn't change their prices for the Switch 2 or the games
Oh,
over there. I think
Interesting.
Nintendo are going to eat the cost because all the accessories have gone up though over there.
yeah,
is-
that'd do it.
It's the best way for them to have done that, to be
Yes.
fair.
Yes, actually.
It's the lesser of all the evils. Is
Yeah.
Keep the system and the games at the cost,
And then up everything else.
and then they up everything else around it, which is okay.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
Oh, it's, I think it's like the only way they could really get
That
away
one's
with it.
tolerable.
Yeah, exactly. Other than that, though,
I think that's it.
I think there's a big. Actually, there is one more thing. People are going to be complaining that Nintendo's losing their identity.
For what?
I don't know. I think they're going too corporate or something.
Maybe it's because we've always been dealing with like the high price issue or whatever over here. They've always been like that as far as I'm aware.
Nintendo have been extraordinarily expensive for us ever
Like
since.
forever, basically.
That is Nintendo in Australia.
Pretty
Everything
much.
else is fairly cheap in comparison a lot of the time.
Exactly. So to me it's like, oh, that's nothing new.
Yeah. Oh gosh. The funny thing is, our brother was looking at getting a new graphics card for his PC,
Yeah.
and it was about $700. And I'm like, I'm gonna go buy a Switch. That's the same price as this graphics card that you're looking.
Yeah. Wow.
Anyway. Okay, what was our comment last? The post
poll?
last week. Poll.
Someone said
That one.
Switch 1 Pro controllers is what they would buy.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bring my Switch
Yep.
One Pro controller. That's all I'm using.
Honestly, yeah.
You're gonna continue using your
Yep.
PDP? Oh no, it's not PDP. What is it?
No.
A
it's the other one.
A something? It's
Yeah.
Power controllers.
Yeah, those.
Those ones. That is one thing I was meant to talk about as well. That we're both meant to talk about because we're both signed up for it.
Brief.
Yeah, Reforge.
Yeah.
It's got a beta happening soonish.
Oh.
They're accepting 512 people on the Xbox Series consoles currently. It's called they have the Pioneer program,
Yeah.
and they're going to be doing a beta soon. We've both signed up for it. Sadly, Kinunners can't do it because she doesn't have a Series
do it.
console. However, she might be able to do some future ones.
Yeah.
which will be interesting.
I will be there in spirit. I'll give moral support.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll be able to do the multiplayer one.
Yeah.
That's the biggie.
That is the big one, actually.
Anyway, yeah.
Otherwise.
Yeah, that was our poll for last week, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. One people want to do that. One people.
One people.
One
We've got a
people.
lot of people here today.
One person. And then, yeah, that's it.
Yep. That's it.
That's it. That's it. That's all.
Honestly, that went for longer than I thought. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. A poll for this week coming. Did the Mario Kart Direct justify the price? I don't think we're going to get any yeses. However, I want to see if someone actually did think yes.
Yep.
Anyway, I hope
We
everybody...
gotta have one option that's like the moo says no.
Moo. Moo.
Moo
/cow.
Moo is just
Or,
no.
maybe
Don't
that's the
you
poll.
slash
Moo
cow.
or cow.
How dare you?
The poll can be moo or cow.
Yes.
Anyway.
You cannot do a slash there.
I hope
Disrespect.
everybody enjoyed this episode of the podcast. Thank you for listening. We will not be in such a strange state next week.
No.
Cheers,
Echo
everyone.
mistake. Goodbye.